Welcome everybody to the Average Guys Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host Zach. I have Josie, Josh, and Haaf with us. As is sometimes always tradition, we also have the Dread Captain Pirate Stevens with us. He is the unofficial member of the Average Guys. Might as well just be a member of us by now. We're just going to talk about some random shit today. We're going to talk about some sweet stuff that happened this week in wrestling. There's a lot of news that we want to unpack. Chris,
oh man, such good things happened today.
The greatest thing that has ever happened happened today.
So, Jinder Mahal is no longer the WWE champion, and my heart is soaring.
And on top of that,
happy.
It is AJ Styles that is the WWE champion.
Chris, you're being a hater.
I'm sorry, I just can't get behind your modern day Maharaja.
Are you genderphobic?
I am kind of genderphobic.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be afraid of it too. Have you seen him? He's kind of veiny and weird looking.
He's a terrifying human being.
No, those puffy nipples are terrifying.
Have you ever seen the workout video with him, Big E Langston, and Braun Strowman in the gym?
I have not.
So Big E and Braun are power lifters. Like, that's where they came from.
Yeah.
And they're doing these crazy reps. And Jinder Mahal, he's, like, struggling, but he's keeping up with them. Like, he's lifting the same weight that these guys are doing, but he's not doing it with as much ease as Braun or Big E.
Wow. Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
He's kind of a monster. Let's be fair here.
And, like, his title reign wasn't all that bad. It was fun and had some memorable moments. I've seen it before pretty recently. I mean, that was just the Seth Rollins or, like, the JBL title reign all over again. But it worked. And it was better than what the other brand had to offer.
I don't know. I just remember. I remember reacting really poorly when Jinder won. I remember falling into a deep depression, and I remember wanting ice cream.
I just thought it was like some funny memes.
Yeah.
Like I saw it happen, and I was just like, "This isn't like."
This can't be real.
I just remember this being a meme.
I mean, the first thing I said is he's going to earn it. Like, he's going to put in work, and I'm not saying I'm right, but...
You're also not
he's
saying you're
been
wrong.
he's been there on the show doing something every single week, as opposed to the crap. I don't even know who Raw's champion is anymore.
Oh, it's okay.
Bork Laser.
Raw has a champion?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Miz, guys. Come on.
Oh,
The Intercontinental Championship is the top title on Raw right now.
Yeah.
Well, you actually have to defend the other title for it to be relevant.
There's another title?
You know, I feel like we talk about this way too much that it's becoming a tired thing, but like it's just a fact at this point that it's terrible that this is happening to this brand.
Well, in their defense, they've always been the B show.
Not necessarily. Back when they had Triple H and John Cena and all them, back in like 2007, 2008, they weren't the B show.
That was the correction, though. Before that, like the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression era, Raw had the better roster, like they do now, but they didn't have like the SmackDown 6 who were putting on brilliant matches all the time. It's the same thing that happened with SmackDown this run, where like SmackDown's talent outperformed what they could have been there and just put Raw to shame, and then Raw both times has had really bad creative.
Let's see, SmackDown this time around. SmackDown, you had AJ Styles. I'm sorry, guys. I'm affected by horse blinders right now. Who else was there?
There's AJ. There was John Cena.
Correct.
And I'm hard pressed to think of other Randy Orton was there. Like, there wasn't a lot of main event talent where Raw was.
They had Bray Wyatt.
Josh may call him Dean Chambros, but like I can genuinely enjoy Dean at certain points. Like I get Josh's complaints that he gets really lazy. It feels like he gets lazy in the ring, but he really has kind of turned it around for me.
You guys know my
lately.
complaint.
If he drops the wacky line, I'll like him.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's my biggest complaint about him too, is that he's just so bad with his and from what I was watching some old stuff, and I'm pretty sure like Michael Cole came up with that name because he like mentions it at, I want to say, like Fastlane 2016, maybe 2015. Yeah, 2015. And
Calling it a wacky clothesline.
yeah,
Vintage Michael Cole, guys.
yeah, just naming a move the worst thing possible, and it's just why even?
Why even?
Because when Michael Cole's out there, it's always boss time. Okay?
It's boss time.
Oh my god. Stop reminding me of terrible things that happen every week.
Talking shit about Michael Cole aside, guys, it's been a big month. I think we were talking about a title change that occurred. And that's not even like the biggest thing that's occurred this last couple weeks.
What would you say is the biggest thing that's occurred?
I don't know, man. Tonight was pretty big.
It's pretty huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. The bruiserweight showing up on Raw was kind of big.
Oh my god,
yeah.
I fucking flipped when I saw that. I managed to avoid that spoiler, and then he came out, and my mouth was just literally agape. There was no one else in the apartment, but I was just like, holy fucking shit, I'm excited.
He had to talk to somebody, so he pulled up Moonshine and was like, hey, you know who that is? That's the bruiserweight.
That's your dad's fourth favorite wrestler.
And
Pretty sweet wrestler, actually.
Oh my god,
fantastic.
and just hitting Enzo with the bitter end, that was beautiful.
I mean, Zoe had that comment.
I was really hoping Enzo would get a Tyler driver tonight, but he somehow won that match tonight with the Dunzo.
Did he
or whatever
cheat?
the fuck I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, he had to have cheated. I'm sure there's information. I'll watch it tomorrow at work. No big deal.
I sadly caught him on my TV was accidentally on like TMZ when I woke up one morning, and he was on there talking to him about how like he's not allowed in the dressing room, but he doesn't care because like he's too big of a star to shower with these guys.
That's got to be all kayfabe, though. Come on.
Oh, it totally is. Like he was living the gimmick and like talking to like TMZ reporters in gimmick. It was pretty fantastic.
He's, you know, as much shit as he gets, and as hated as he might be, he's probably one of the truest guys to the art form right now.
I believe he calls himself the realest guy in the room for a reason.
I don't think he's very real, though. Is what I'm saying.
And there's one more big piece of news that I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
Omega Jericho.
That's right.
Oh my god, I did not. Okay, here's the thing. That happened. I swear to God, I thought somebody was fucking with me. I did not think that was real until I watched the video.
Oh.
You're not alone. I had to see if it was true. It's like, no, you're fucking with me.
Hold on. So you're saying this is actually true?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard Meltzer already gave it 6 stars.
Shit. I honestly thought it was a joke. Like I was okay. Whatever. It's just a joke. I wasn't even going to think anything of it.
Well, like we knew.
No, it's fucking serious. I'll send you the video, Josie.
We knew their Twitter feud was going to come to something, right? We knew
Everyone
something.
thought it was going to be the boat.
Yeah.
Like everyone was just like, it's just going to finish on the cruise. Like no one expected Wrestle Kingdom.
No.
Well,
You guys know what this really is, right?
What's
Go
that?
on.
This is Chris Jericho getting in the locker room for Vince McMahon and talking to some hot young talent that is going to have their contract up soon.
Zach and I have had a heated debate about that since it was announced.
Okay, literally every source that I've read has said that WWE was not aware of this. Jericho is not on contract right now. He hasn't been on contract since August, and then Jericho's been talking with Ghetto about this since August. So,
Well,
I'm inclined to believe that.
But
the
like,
thing about that is Jericho, regardless, is still probably going to recruit guys for him. I mean, he's a company man.
exactly.
No, I
the
agree
end of
with
the day-
that. I'm just saying, like, apparently from what I've read, like, WWE is a little upset about it, but I think that they're starting to understand it.
Well,
If that
like,
makes sense.
Jericho wouldn't do anything to piss Vince off. We know that.
No. This is like
Yeah.
his little gift to H, saying like, "Hey, let me go whisper in the ear of this young buck over here about."
As he goes and literally whispers in the ear of the Young Bucks.
I was using that as a generic.
No,
Yeah.
I don't
Yo,
think
Matt,
that's going to happen.
Matt, Nick, they are on Jericho's cruise, though.
They are.
Yeah,
They are.
he didn't need to do this match to talk to them, but there are people that he probably, he wouldn't be talking to as much if he wasn't going out there.
Okada.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to be talking to a lot of
never
people.
leave. Okada will never leave. He's the ace now.
You know,
He's
they
the
had
ace, and he's-
photos of him backstage at Raw, right?
yeah, but he's not gonna leave New Japan. He's literally the John Cena for them right now. Like I guarantee you, the only person that's probably even remotely more popular than Okada in New Japan right now is Naito. And
Oh,
even
that
then,
match.
I don't think Naito is more popular. I think Okada is still the top ace, and just like no one else is gonna touch him. But yes, I am very excited for Naito versus Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Is
If that
for-
was what you were gonna say.
Oh, that is what I said. That's going to be a match.
that
Oh,
whole
yeah,
card
no.
looks really good.
Yeah, and here's the thing: we still have so many matches that have like there's people that we're still not sure, and like from that card that I sent you earlier in the week, Chris. I say earlier in the week, I mean yesterday. They also added in another match. It's going to be Kota Ibushi versus Cody for the Ring of Honor title.
Whoa, they're putting the Ring of Honor title on the line at Wrestle Kingdom?
They did last year.
Oh, okay.
They have that close of a working relationship between each other, where that's pretty regular.
Yeah, that's why the Bullet Club can just fly through whatever they want on that.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with Kenny.
Is
All I
Kenny-
know is I'm super excited for Wrestle Kingdom 10. Or Wrestle Kingdom 12. I am honestly probably going to stay up and just watch that. I think.
What day is
What
it?
date is it?
Yeah, let's,
Yeah, let's look it up real
Google
quick. Because I might.
January 4th.
it's
4th?
always January 4th.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I will be back in Colorado, so we could probably all watch it. Because I'll be in Kansas until the 2nd.
What time is it? Not now. I mean,
It's
like,
gonna be late.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out. In the Tokyo Dome. Production. Oh, that's another thing to point out too. Like G1 Climax, that happened so long ago, and it was for the opportunity to face their world champion
Yeah.
at
And
Wrestle
I
Kingdom,
mean,
and it was like 6 months ago.
I will
Shorter
say
than
that is one of the big things that I enjoy about New Japan is that they space their events out so that things like that like matter. It's like you don't have Roman Reigns versus John Cena every month.
It's not going to be Roman Reigns versus John Cena.
I'm using WWE as an example.
Event's bad. I quit.
But yeah, the junior heavyweight championship match, like that's going to be big because New Japan never does. What do you call it? Just multi-man matches in general. Most everything in New Japan is singles matches, and like Takahashi, Kushida, Ospreay, and Marty Scurll all in one match. That's going to be a fantastic match.
The main event forecast, like this is what people are expecting to go on last, is Cody and Kota.
Anyone who thinks that is an idiot.
Right, no, I'm saying that's what they're thinking, though.
Who the hell thinks that?
Because it's going to be Omega and Jericho, right? Like, that's 100%.
No, it's going to be Okada and Naito.
Yeah. So with that, you probably want to open your show with one of those three matches, put another in the middle, and another at the end.
They're going to open it up with the New Japan Rumble.
Okay.
Like they always do.
But yeah, you need to space those matches out.
Is this 5 p.m. Tokyo time, it looks like?
Quick, get a world clock.
Okay.
I got it. That would be 1 a.m., so it'll start at 1 a.m.
1 a.m. on the Thursday, right?
The show will be on at 1 a.m. our time.
Yeah, so Wednesday going into Thursday.
Oh, dude, I'm down.
Japan.
Yeah, honestly, don't care. Guys, if we had... what is this? Those seats are not that bad.
In Japan, I would call my girlfriend at
Are you looking at the...
like 2 p.m. and it would be like 1 a.m. here?
Sorry about that. Are you looking at the seats that Jose brought up for the Rumble?
1 a.m.?
No, the Wrestle Kingdom 12 seats.
How much are they?
50,000 yen for like front row.
It's about $500.
50,000 yen is $438.
That was close.
We'll have to coordinate that then.
That sounds awesome.
It's like if you want like Arena A, which is still really good seats.
I guess I'm not getting tickets to Wrestle Kingdom because
$197 for Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, the tickets are affordable.
Here's the plan. We all spend like $180 on like good arena seats for Wrestle Kingdom at the Tokyo Dome.
I have an idea.
And then we fly out to Tokyo when I get back from Kansas for that week. I somehow convince Matt to let me take that long off of work and we go to Wrestle Kingdom.
I believe in you.
You know the plane tickets are going to cost the most, right?
We're gonna go fund me for it. All the millennials are doing that.
Well, hang on. I've got an idea, guys.
All right, let's go to Priceline.com.
No, guys. I'm a streamer. I have ideas. Hang on a second.
You gotta get this figured out. So let's see. Where are we going? Tokyo. I need tickets for January 2nd, because we would have to, and then leave that Friday probably. We can all stay in one room. Oh wait, I want a flight. Denver.
Zach, I've seen the size of their hotel rooms in King of the Hill. There is no way that we would fit.
You have to open the other door.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I didn't think of that. So rude.
I remember. You remember? I remember.
Or adult tickets. Find your deal.
No, do 5. We got to take the captain with us.
All right, 5.
You guys going to Japan?
Find your deal.
Wrestling match?
We're gonna see if we can get people to help contribute to us going there.
Not that expensive.
You guys know you guys need a passport, right?
I'll get a passport.
I don't have a passport.
What's a
You would
passport?
literally, Josie. I think you'd be fine because you are
No,
a vet.
I don't have
get,
one. I gotta get one.
I don't know. So is this per flight?
Perfect.
Where is this?
Grilled cheese, fucking ice cream.
Okay,
just-
so we just need $1,700 per person for the flights, and then $200 for the tickets.
Wait,
and then probably another
$1,700? That's way too much.
per person
No, I mean like that's a lot more than it should be.
for a flight to
Yeah, for
from
a flight
Denver to Tokyo.
yeah.
Yeah, that seems high.
Well, that's literally the first thing that came up.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, when I went to China, I spent like $1,500, and we got a good deal.
But like when I went to Japan, I planned
I don't think you guys realize how long of a flight that
the
is.
first time I planned it like a year and a half in advance. So I think my tickets were like $300.
Can you put it in terms of
I didn't know.
5-second poses?
We went out there Friday, and I didn't know I was.
I'd
I'm not
have
a
to-
Christian, so I unfortunately can't. Who's that in the background talking?
$900.
Where did you find it for $900?
No, that's what Casey just said. If you
Oh.
book it far enough in advance.
I'll be right back, guys.
Wrestle Kingdom 13.
What?
We'll go to Wrestle Kingdom 13.
Is Chris Jericho going to be fighting Kenny Omega there?
Maybe.
No.
Oh.
Like in September.
Here's the real question. Like, honest opinions from everybody. Who do you think's going over?
Between Jericho and Omega, or
Yeah.
I missed half the
Give
conversation.
me a reason why.
I honestly have no idea. Probably Omega because Jericho wants to put over the young guy.
I'd agree with that.
And thinking that Jericho doesn't have 100% control of who goes over in that match is also foolish. Because
Yeah,
I mean, I'm assuming Jericho is the main reason that match went off.
yeah, he probably like shot him a message and was like, "Hey Kenny, you want to do something fun?"
Hey, they're both from Winnipeg.
That's true.
So
Josie-
maybe they like met up over like a cup of Tim Hortons coffee and like hash went out, you know?
Where's Josie? What happened to Josie?
I'm here.
Tom,
I'm looking up some stuff for. I was looking up stuff for the Royal Rumble.
Oh. Well, my question for you was, who goes over in that match?
Definitely not Jericho.
See, I'm the only one who actually thinks Jericho will go over, and here's why.
Ooh.
You set up multiple matches, and
Ouch.
you have multiple matches between them. You have one at Wrestle Kingdom, you have one at Dominion, and then you have the blow-off match on the cruise.
How far out is the cruise?
It's in October of next year.
Okay. How much is that?
$1,500 for like average, like mid-level cabin.
Well, average sounds good to me.
Yeah. Dude, that sounds like actually what I want to do right there is like
Or we can go to Royal Rumble.
I'd rather go to the Royal Rumble.
We can
I
do
like
both.
the idea of
I don't like cruises. I'm not willing to go on a cruise.
A
I'll buy
wrestling
you a
cruise,
nautical
though?
themed Afghan.
I do not like cruises.
But it's a
Rumble's
wrestling
in
cruise.
Texas, right, Josie?
Fill it.
I thought the Rumble was in Austin or San Antonio. Oh no, that was last year.
Yeah, Google says it's in Philadelphia.
Why would you ever put it in Philly again?
So we can throw batteries at Roman Reigns when he wins.
Oh, please, yes. We're going to Philly.
Have you never ever followed my favorite football team? We throw batteries at people all the time.
They throw him at Santa for sure. Captain, who you got winning between Jericho and Mr. Omega over there?
Well,
Oh, he's
since
back.
since Zach has taken it upon himself to believe he's the only one that thinks that
Okay,
Jericho's
I
gonna win.
thought I heard you say that you weren't, but okay.
No,
apologize.
I honestly have the same opinion. It's if they do multiple matches between Omega and Jericho, it'll be Jericho. If it's one shot, then it'll be Omega.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. As much as I want as much as I just want to see it like a one and done, I also just really want to see that. And like, here's the thing: like, if they do multiple matches and the culmination is on the cruise, I don't think we're ever going to see it, unfortunately. And like, the only way that we would be able to see it is if we had something like Ring of Honor taping it and them doing it as like a Ring of Honor taping type deal.
I mean, it'd be foolish to think that nobody is going to Facebook Live that shit.
I mean that they'll probably end up doing that, but
Yeah, it's totally going to be Facebook Live.
but I think that because there are so many Ring of Honor superstars that will be on the cruise, that the Ring of Honor guys will record some of it and use it for footage.
Oh,
But there is take into account here.
can you say that one more time?
Yeah, you cut out.
There is one more thing to take into account here, and it's that this is for the NJPW or IWGP US Heavyweight Championship,
Which
Yeah.
is why, like, so
and they're totally not going to take that off Omega.
yeah.
I can see that.
So if Jericho goes over, it's going to be our favorite word on the podcast, butt fuckery.
New Japan doesn't really do butt fuckery. I think that Jericho winning clean is a totally reasonable thing to happen.
And it could be like a respect thing.
But I'm not
title
saying
on for a
I'm not
little
saying
bit.
that Jericho necessarily like goes over on him in the traditional sense. Like maybe there's a DQ or something. Like Jericho would go over in some other way, shape, or form, not necessarily by like.
I agree with kind of what you're saying, Chris.
Yeah, I think that's
but
the only
here's
way.
thing. I think you're looking at it too much in the form of WWE sense. You're not looking at it in the sense that you would for something like New Japan.
Well, okay, so
And I
enlighten
know
me.
I know that, like, I don't know how much Captain watches, but I feel like I probably watch the most New Japan out of all of us, and it is a completely different product.
Well, as we all know, disqualifications are to the discretion of the referee there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not God, he just hit him with a umbrella, disqualify that man. Or he,
Yeah.
you know, old school heel tactic, poked him in the eye, that's a disqualification.
Yeah, and I sometimes feel like New Japan tends to work in more of the sense of you want to have like a definitive finish, especially at Wrestle Kingdom, because Wrestle Kingdom is their WrestleMania.
But that's entirely why I think that Omega's gonna go over, because like you said, you want that definitive finish to happen, and as I said, the only reason I see Jericho going over is butt fuckery, and like you said, butt fuckery doesn't happen in New Japan, so
I mean, it happens, but it doesn't happen to the extent that it does in WWE.
When it does, it's usually the Bullet Club.
Yeah, and Kenny Omega is the leader of the Bullet Club.
yeah.
They'll probably stay in the back and not interfere.
I'm probably
Yeah,
onto
like-
something here.
I will be willing to put money that we'll have a clean finish.
I mean, I'm there too. Remember how I said that? I said if it happens.
Oh, I know, and I'm saying that if it happens, I will put money that it is a clean finish, because
You don't understand what I'm saying, though.
no,
I
understand
am
what
agreeing
you're
with
saying
you.
is that no, I know what you're saying. You're saying is you are pretty sure that Jericho is not winning, and if he does, it's going to be butt fuckery. And what I'm saying is, I think that Jericho is going to win, and even if he does, it still won't be via butt fuckery. Does that make sense?
No, I get you. I was just offering a what if scenario.
Yeah.
And butt fucking.
Also that. Can we have more of that, please?
I mean, last time I checked, that's all this podcast is sometimes.
Not even sometimes. Try all the time.
Hey, chicka bum bum.
Chicken butt fuck? Is that what you said?
Said, hey, chicka bum bum, but you can take it however you want.
What happened to my show?
You love it.
I do.
All right, so we talked about the whole thing with New Japan this weekend. We talked about AJ Styles becoming WWE champion. We talked about Pete Dunne. Some other cool stuff did happen this week. We did get an announced match for TakeOver, which makes
And
no
Zach,
sense
you're kind of
because-
upset about this because it's a dark match.
Yeah. Okay, so they announced today that Pete Dunne will be taking on Johnny Gargano for the UK title, and it will be the pre-show dark match. I don't understand how this makes sense.
Wait, is it dark or are they doing it on the pre-show? Like on the...
No, it's
On the
like a
panel
legitimate dark match. It will not be aired, is what they said.
They might... Like, what they could do is... So,
What I'm,
takeovers, they do
what
dark matches and they
I know
air
what
it
you're
as an
going to say
NXT
is
episode.
they tend to take the pre-show matches, the dark matches, and they put them as like
NXT?
on NXT for that week. I really hope that's what they do.
Yes.
But as of what we know now, that is not the case.
Well, that's dumb. I
Yeah.
mean,
So let me get you the exact wording. So, where is it at? The match will not air as part of that night's TakeOver War Games live special on the WWE Network, meaning those lucky NXT fans in attendance in the Toyota Center will have an exclusive opportunity to watch the title belt unfold before their eyes. Yes, I would like to take a survey.
This is a survey to put it on TV.
I don't know. As soon as I clicked on the link, it said, "Would you like to take a survey once you're done?"
yes, give me
I'm
the
gonna
survey.
Take a survey now.
No, don't take the survey. It's a front.
There'll at least be a blank box at the end where you could bring up, please air the Johnny Gargano.
Yes, the survey should just be, should we air this match on NXT? And you just click yes, and then retake the survey, and click yes, and then retake the survey, and click yes.
The answer is always yes.
If you have to ask, just do it.
Do it.
It reminds me of the survey that they put up there for the House of Horrors match. They're like, what do you think a House of Horrors match is? It's like, we don't fucking know. Tell us what you want.
Right.
Well, what it is it's a really, really bad match.
No, we know, Josh. We get it. It's okay.
Did they ask you what you thought of it afterwards?
No, they didn't
What?
post a survey about it after.
What the hell is the House of Horrors match? What are you talking about?
So, Captain, we have this thing where we block out bad memories, and Zach is about to get a cruel dose of reality.
It's okay. You can just take a forget me now later.
Oh, man. Oh, Captain died. Now I'm sad.
Because the captain's going off to have a pirate ship of horrors match. There's like bags of oranges hanging from the ceiling because like nobody wants to get scurvy.
Oh, man. The Captain won his match this weekend. I just want to point that out. It was awesome. I was so happy.
I don't know what else would be in the pirate ship of horrors match, but I feel like we could put something on that was better than the House of Horrors.
We could think of something.
Yeah. I mean, the bar's so low. Like,
I believe in us.
I don't, but that's because I know us.
out. Who's doing something right now? Like, what are we talking about here in a minute?
I'm taking a survey on the website. Based on my experience today, how likely am I to recommend WWE.com to friends and relatives?
0.
Say not at all because they spoiled. Oh, that's something we could talk about because we did not talk about that earlier with the AJ Styles.
Yes,
True.
we need to talk about that. They also did it yesterday. They did it yesterday too.
What did they spoil yesterday?
They spoiled the fact that the Shield lost the tag titles.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Who's the champion now?
Cesaro.
Yeah, the Bar.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, all of these decisions this week were the best decisions they possibly could have made.
Fuck the Shield. Shield suck ass anyway.
Speaking of the Shield, did you guys see that adorable thing that Renee Young did yesterday?
She tried to fist bump.
Yeah, it was, so they did the typical Shield fist bump, and then they walk away, and as they walk away, Renee Young like has this like adorable little fangirl face on, and then like puts her fist where it would have like been for the third person. It was quite possibly the most adorable thing I've ever seen Renee Young do, and that's saying a lot because she is very adorable. I can find a gift for you, Chris. Give me a second.
It was like reason number 3 why Dean Ambrose is a bad boyfriend and Renee should dump the chump and get with a hero. Renee, I would have gone back to fist bump you.
Here it is.
Aww.
Technical difficulties. On occasion, we have technical difficulties.
Why is there a big photo of Bound for Glory on this link?
Because it linked to the Reddit, and that's the banner page for Reddit right now.
That's dumb.
How would you rate each of the following aspects of WWE Network?
This post is marked as not safe for work? What?
It's too adorable for
It's a
work.
spoiler. They post all their stuff as spoiler that are spoilers is not safe for work because otherwise, so like if you have the NSFW filter on, it'll filter out everything, so you can use that to filter out spoilers.
Oh,
Man,
another reason.
I wish we
hate
could
Reddit.
have done that today instead of ruining things for our intern.
Yeah, instead they just fucking put it on their Facebook page. So the first thing that happened on the Facebook today at work was AJ Styles won the WWE title.
It's so stupid.
That was a
they did
great
that.
thing to see when you're, just rolling out of bed because
Ooh.
you're a lazy fat
All
piece
right,
of shit.
so
But
So
imagine
your
how
opinion.
much more hype you'd be if you watched that match tonight, had no idea that AJ Styles won it,
I mean,
and then AJ Styles won it.
but
in
like,
your opinion, what could we add or change to WWE.com to make it better? How
The
about
average
don't
guys.
post fucking
No.
spoilers?
the average guys. Say the average guys.
Say the average guys, I think, don't or quit fucking spoiling things.
Don't even add the comma. They're gonna do whatever they want anyway. Just post the average guys. Just say the Average Guys Pro Wrestling Podcast on your pre-show panels. Do it.
I'm putting don't post spoilers for your. What do I value most about the website, the network?
I do value the network. It's
You missed a
beautiful
prime
service.
opportunity, you bastard.
Yes.
Josie, kill him.
What is my gender?
Say Mahal.
Hold on, before you before you answer that question,
Say Mahal.
how many options are on that?
Besides myself, what WWE fans are in your household? No one besides myself.
That is not fair. I'm sure your cat loves the WWE.
Okay. Well, she is a kid under 6 years old, so I'm putting that.
Your cat is like the biggest Bray Wyatt mark out there.
My dog's a big
What is
fan of the Undertaker, but only motorcycle Undertaker.
I think I heard the captain come back. Are you here? Are you with us?
I'm assuming. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Here we are.
All right.
Rocky like ever.
Literally like yesterday. How often do I watch? I watch it every week, unfortunately.
It's funny because their booking's bad. Not this week. This week was wonderful. Please do more.
This week was a series of great decisions.
Yes.
I mean, in my
Right,
opinion.
less-
Yes.
Less of last week, more of this week.
What was bad
Why did
about
I
last
use
week?
the site instead of the app today? I was on my computer.
Okay, Chris. Less of what you did at SummerSlam.
There you go.
More of what you did this week.
Do what you did this week at SummerSlam, and you'll be fine.
All right. Well, it didn't give me the option to say, please put the fucking pre-show, or please take that match off the pre-show, but...
Yeah,
Damn
they
it.
did.
Yeah, they said,
asked
what would you like
how
to see
you could
changed?
improve the WWE site. You should have told them, add the pre-show match.
It wasn't for the network, it was for the website itself. It like specifically said not the network, specifically the website.
What a bunch
Okay,
of
you can
bullshit.
put it on the website and I'll watch it there.
Put the
I want to watch this match.
Put it as a pre-show match.
Who cares?
Just
You're breaking the...
Just give me Johnny Wrestling and Pete Dunne. That's all I want.
So, speaking of things that they should air, but I don't know if they are, have they said anything about Starrcade yet?
Yes, just gonna not be on the website. It's gonna be a huge house show like the Madison Square Garden show.
Oh, and the card is definitely changed. Oh, God.
Hard subject to change, man.
Okay,
Hang on,
are
hang
they
on.
going to air it on the network like they did the big...
Nope.
That's
They
stupid.
didn't air the Madison Square Garden show on the network.
Yeah, they didn't do
The one
that
where AJ won the
That was on
US title,
Snapchat.
they did not. Yeah, the best you got on that was just like random Snapchat videos.
They should air it for the... like they did the Tokyo Dome special. It's really doing a disservice to your
the Beast in
fans
the
by
East
not doing
special?
Starrcade.
Yeah, it just said I needed a new background image on my computer, and I just found a perfect one.
Like the Beast from the East special made the network seem important to me
Definitely.
when they did that. I wish they do more of that.
So who was Styles initially booked against for Starrcade?
I don't know if he was booked against anybody.
So we had
He
Jinder and
was-
Shinsuke. We had Natalya and Charlotte. Oh, and it was AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, and Rusev. Kevin
Oh, yeah,
Owens and
'cause they had
Sami
that for
Zayn.
the-
That's not going to happen anymore.
Who?
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
They might fight over the last Timbit.
So the current updated card is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke in a steel cage match, Natalya versus Charlotte Flair, Baron Corbin versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev, the Usos versus the New Day, Bobby Roode versus Ziggler, and Aiden English and Mike Kanellis versus Breezango.
Okay, I take it back. Don't air that because don't waste the...
Yeah, the Shinsuke AJ moment.
Yeah.
The Shinsuke AJ.
You guys got to pass on that one, WWE.
Please don't ruin our wet dreams.
Don't ruin our
Oh my God.
WrestleMania.
That match is going to be, like... I don't even want to talk about how great it's going to be. Like, I'm tearing up a bit thinking about it.
Hey, you remember watching Wrestle Kingdom back in 2016?
You.
Shinsuke
Then-
Nakamura and AJ Styles.
Literally, like just a little bit later, we had
Savvy says dream match AJ and Shinsuke.
Fact.
I mean,
Fact.
I already got my dream match at TLC, so
And imagine how much more they could have
Dude,
done with it if
bit.
it was a WrestleMania main event.
I know. I love that match, but it felt wasted with the timing.
You didn't even watch it.
I did when I got home.
This guy right here decided to boycott TLC, so he didn't even watch any of the good stuff that happened.
Just because meningitis fixed your piss poor booking doesn't mean I'm going to reward you.
The mumps.
Mumps.
yeah. Actually, that reminds me, guys. One more thing that we should talk about that's like a lot of big news this week is Roman Reigns current speculation is that he'll be back next week. Other speculation is that they don't want to rush him back because they want him to be in good ring shape when he comes back. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea to have him come back before Survivor Series and join up with the Shield against the New Day, or do you think that they should just keep him sidelined to make sure that he's fully healthy and back in ring shape?
What's the rehabilitation process?
We don't know for sure what is exactly wrong with him. We can only speculate.
Savvy says WWE was willing to put us through Lesnar and Mahal. Obviously, they aren't in making our dream matches come true.
That is true.
They just want to make Vince McMahon. Well, you've seen the GIF.
I mean, to be fair, they also do want to make money.
Yeah, I mean, they like money, which makes sense because I like money.
You like money? I like money. We should hang out sometime.
We should totally ask the viewers for money.
Want to go to Starbucks for a latte, Josh?
Yeah, dude. So down to go to Starbucks for a latte.
Great.
This is a terrible inside joke that no one is going to get.
This is that moment.
The moment
With
where
both of them.
No,
Just submit to our Patreon. and
So technically, I think we count as a church each Thursday, so I'm legally allowed to say this if I fill out the paperwork. They do it on TV all the time, but listeners,
oh god,
if you plant a seed with us, good things will happen to you. Very good things. We just need your seed. Of how much was it again to fly to Japan?
Whoa!
$1,700.
Don't
$1,700
Josh,
a piece.
Don't ask for their seed, buddy. Okay, that could lead to really
I saw
bad
how
things.
that worked for John Oliver. Don't send us your semen. Don't do it.
That's the best thing that happened to John Oliver with that is he said, "Give us your seed," and he got a bunch of money, but he also got a lot of actual seeds and then a lot of jars of semen.
The best thing he got was the giant wooden dick that somebody carved for him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, he does technically own a church now.
Be careful.
No.
He filed all the paperwork for it.
Anyway, what the captain was trying to say before he was cut off by poor internet connection. We do have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/averageguys. Go there, check us out. We have some cool, really unique content. Like we have the trivia title matches. We have 2 posted. SummerSlam week, we're going to post 1 more. This is actually as good a time as any to announce it. We've got Captain Stevens challenging the internet darling Adam Starling for the Average Guys Pro Wrestling Podcast Trivia Championship, and that's going to happen Survivor Series week. What day is that?
You'll probably find questions for that.
Yeah, you probably should.
Can we make it about what the internet darling wants the belt to be?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So the
butterfly
champion gets
belt.
to choose, so that's the champion's advantage.
Yeah, he wants a butterfly belt, so let's just give him questions about the ladies.
All right, I can actually do that. Yeah. All right, I'll draw up some questions. Anybody know Trish Stratus?
Anybody know Trish Stratus? Oh yeah, let me just call her up right now.
Oh, are we gonna have her like Vanna White?
Yeah.
Looks like Survivor Series is Sunday, November 19th. So that means
next weekend? Not this coming weekend, but next week.
Of that week. So November 22nd. Wednesday, November 22nd is the trivia challenge between Captain Stevens and the internet darling Adam Starling. Don't miss that. It's going to be fantastic. Just like all of our other trivia challenges have been fantastic. People really like it, even though the people who have heard it haven't had to spend money on it.
Josie, who's your favorite out of Edge and Christian?
Probably Edge.
No,
Ding.
it's Christian.
Christian.
Why did you ask me if you're just going to tell me?
Were you not paying attention during the last trivia challenge?
No, because I wasn't part of it.
I'll say this much: I have had that stupid song stuck in my head since that day.
Go!
Remember, my only job was to make sure that Josh didn't cheat. That was it.
Wow.
That's right. We did have you tie him to a chair. We also had you.
See,
flush his
even
phone.
Savvy says Edge is her favorite. So
Guys are both wrong.
She's saying
You
Edge
don't
over.
understand real comedy.
No. What she wrote is Edge is greater than nothing. That's what she wrote.
Oh, so she might hate Edge.
She might.
That's
Edge is
weird.
the best.
Also, guys, here's another ad for you. We record these shows live on Facebook at facebook.com/AverageGuysPro. Savvy Sparks is in our chat, and she's just posting a lot of craziness about what we're talking about right now. So don't forget, after this, go give us a like. Again, that's facebook.com/AverageGuysPro.
Yeah, and you can even ask us questions in the chat, and if we pay attention enough, we'll answer them. I'm busy changing the background of my computer to this wonderful picture of AJ Styles winning the belt, but
Y'all don't put words in my mouth. Blasphemy. So she does like Edge. Okay.
but that's heresy.
hey,
Oh,
heresy
man.
going on in here.
Oh, guys, what's next? What else is happening in the world of pro wrestling?
What show does everyone think is going to be better? The
Impact is becoming more and more of a joke as it
Oh,
goes
yeah!
on. You guys heard
you
about
guys
this, right?
see? They fired a referee to
They
save
fired.
salary.
They fired all of their referees.
Yeah.
They also fired the ring crew. So they're literally taking volunteers to set up their ring crew. But no, that wasn't what I was talking about. The best thing that I'm talking about, Chris, you know what I'm talking about because I shared it with you.
It was hilarious.
Just go ahead and tell the fans because it is so fucking hilarious that this is even a thing.
So Impact is hiring TV extras for background roles. No, No lines. Yeah, so Savvy just said it. People are being paid to sit in the audience. $50, and you get to watch
Oh yeah, that's exactly what that is.
some half decent wrestling.
It's not the performer's fault.
If I lived in Ottawa, I think that's where they record. I would 1,000% sign up for that.
They're not in
I get
Florida
paid.
anymore?
No, they moved to their main headquarters, which is in Ottawa.
No.
Why would you not take $50 to just watch 4 hours of wrestling?
I would do
Or
it.
$200? It's $50 an hour.
It's $50 an hour. I thought it was $50 for an appearance.
It might be less than that. Let me check.
It might be an appearance fee, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Even like SAG rates aren't that high. It's probably $50 to go there.
Yeah, it might be 50.
You have to watch a TNA product though, which might deter you away from that.
Are you kidding me? I loved watching Scott Steiner versus ex-WWE interviewer. Fuck, I forgot his name already. That would have been a much better joke if I knew his name. It's
that
Josh
terrible person
something.
that they have is their...
Josh Matthews.
Oh, Bruno Del Piece of Shito?
No,
Yeah,
Josh Matthews. So Scott Steiner versus Josh Matthews was a big
Match
deal.
of the year?
No, it was a big deal for a TNA pay-per-view, or a Impact pay-per-view. I'm sorry.
On top of that, we did also have Bound for Glory. You guys heard about that huge controversy that they had, right?
No, hit me.
Not so much controversy, just like utter backlash at the finish.
What was the main event, and what was the finish?
So the main event was, I forget who the champion is, versus Johnny Impact, who's better known as John Morrison or Johnny Nitro or Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him. He's got 1,000 names.
Johnny Primos?
Johnny Primos. So the match. Let's take into account that Bound for Glory is quite literally their WrestleMania. They book it as their WrestleMania, and what they had was a bullshit interference finish.
Before you continue, Slammiversary is their Mania.
No, it is not.
Really?
It should be, but they act like Bound for Glory is their WrestleMania. They have quite they literally just act like it is. I don't know how else to say it.
Spit it out.
Like it's pretty much what they're doing.
That's fair.
So
guys, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm done.
So in their defense, as much like shit as we're talking about Impact or TN, who gives a fuck right now?
It's Impact.
They did make the best decision they've made in a long time, which is
$12.50 an hour, so for 4 hours a week. So yeah, it was $50 per day.
Yeah, they did let Jeff Jarrett go.
Yep.
Didn't
Which
Jeff Jarrett go to? I heard this as like a rumor. I don't know if it's actually true. Didn't Jeff Jarrett get checked into rehab recently?
I had no idea.
who knows? If
I
he
wouldn't
did, good
surprise
luck
me.
on getting better. Please don't ever come back to pro wrestling.
and
I wish you the best as a person.
and
but
that's
Don't
our,
come back to pro wrestling.
that's our obligatory shit talk of Jeff Jarrett for the hour.
I said kind of a nice thing. I tried.
So one of my favorite things about this, like, get paid to be in the audience is so the wardrobe is casual clothing, t-shirts, jeans, sweatshirts, weekend casual. You may be given signs to hold. You're encouraged to look at the wrestlers on the website, and then they give a link to their website and make your own signs. That would be very helpful, and you might even get more FaceTime on TV if you do so.
Josie,
Yes.
you want to become a professional wrestling watcher?
Guys,
You would have to move to Ottawa because they do specify local applicants only.
Hey man, I
okay,
would move
well,
anywhere
We
to
can
watch
go up there and
wrestling
do
for a
that,
living.
and then just wear average guy's garb, and then free advertising.
We also can't join a union. It says must be Ottawa local. It is a non-speaking role and non-union only. So
Can I walk in there wearing a John Cena shirt?
we can't start a union of audience watchers.
Savvy Sparks says, "Can I walk in there wearing a John Cena shirt, or will I get booted?" I'm pretty sure you'll get booted.
Yeah,
Or
I
they'll give you an Ethan Carter the third shirt.
Wear
over
this
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. I
instead.
really like EC3, so I wouldn't mind any shirt.
I like EC3 a lot as well.
I think the captain's back.
I don't think they're gonna just give it to you. I think they're gonna make you pay like $28-30 for it.
They're already paying you $50 to watch their show because they need to fill audiences. I think that they can afford a T-shirt on top of that.
Yeah.
They're
So,
also
guys-
making signs for you because they said that you would be provided with signs. And if you make your own, you might get more screen time.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
we could just sit you opposite of the camera, and then you can sit there and still get paid, but you're not going to be on TV.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to be filmed watching Impact.
I don't.
So, guys, I'm gonna put the over under at like, let's say $5 million. Do you think Vince is gonna pay more or less than that for the tape library here in like, let's say 6 months?
He already owns it, doesn't he?
No.
No.
No, that deal never actually got put through.
Oh,
But when they go under, how much is he going to spend for TNA?
I'm gonna
I
say.
would say $3 million.
So I'm saying under.
Yeah.
Under 5 guaranteed.
Yeah, definitely under 5.
Like 2.3, 2.5.
I think we're all
Sounds
saying under.
about what it's worth.
Josie,
For what's up?
How much is Vince McMahon going to spend for TNA here in like 6 months when he buys it?
I'd say 1.5.
Josie, the least faithful of all of us.
I think it's going to be 2 is what they're going to spend. 2 seems about what that's valued at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being generous with you, and I know I am.
And like I'm going to bet a large portion of that 3 million is possibly even like Samoa Joe's camp and Kurt Angle's camp and AJ Styles' camp trying to get their hands on the older footage for that.
Savvy Sparks
And
has gotten Josie beat though. She says $125 and a 6-pack of Bud Light.
Oh, that.
Whoa. It's going to be Busch Light. They're not going to spring that high for them.
Nah, dude. I feel like Vince hates him so much that he'll give him Bud Light Lime, which is like the sweaty ass juice of like beer.
Sweaty ass juice of beer.
I would call it a beer.
Oh my god.
$50 and a tall can of natural ice.
Oh, Natty Ice. Guys, if
Just
that's...
give him like a tall boy of Natty Ice.
I won't be surprised if I'm looking on Craigslist one day. I don't know why I would be looking on Craigslist. I don't do anything on Craigslist other than nothing. But
Other than, go to the...
Yeah, I don't think you'd find wrestling company for sale
Well, no,
in the
hang on.
casual encounter section.
You might, though.
The casual encounter with a wonderful night of pro wrestling tapes.
I'm not going to lie.
Just come
Here's the
watch
thing.
some half-naked guys soap each other for $50.
Deal.
I would not want to buy TNA because for some reason I feel like if I bought TNA, then Billy Corgan would be mad at me, and I don't want the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins to be mad at me.
Okay, so how about
More
I buy
importantly than
TNA?
that, I'm pretty sure Jeff Jarrett will show up at your house at some point in time.
With a guitar
Yeah,
that
I
he intends to use as a weapon.
definitely do not want that happening ever.
Like, if he shows up, he's going to be like full drunk, full gear, slap nuts t-shirt and all.
Oh, man.
I'll let him stay, but only if I can hit him with a kitchen sink for making me watch that god-awful Good Housekeeping match.
So I gotta tell you this because this is really funny. I asked my friend for his password to watch the Ric Flair documentary.
Oh, by the way, can
And
you
he-
broadcast that password to the world?
I'm not going to say the email address at all, but the best thing is he made the password as Zach can use this.
Wow.
I mean, I guess that the email address is Zach's mom is a really nice lady.
Hey, thanks.
At
My mom really is a
gmail.com.
nice lady. I'm going to go visit her come December. I just have to go to the worst, well, one of the worst states in the country.
You're
Is
talking
it-
about, you're talking
I
about
don't wanna go.
Schittsburg?
No, I enjoy Pennsylvania when it's not Pittsburgh. No,
Is it Nebraska, which I'm pretty sure isn't actually a real state?
No, it's just a cornfield.
No, it's
Is it the Dakota?
no, it's Kansas. Wait a minute.
I thought that was part of the Dakota.
They just gonna let me watch this all? It's not even asking me to sign in.
What?
Free?
Free
Maybe.
Ric Flair documentary?
Alright guys, I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna watch this real quick. I do want to get off soon because it is an hour and a half, so
That's true. We have.
do we want to
reached our
wrap
peak.
this up? We have we pretty much talked about all what we can talk about, so
We also did plugs. Like that's
yeah.
impressive.
So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the Average Guys Pro Wrestling podcast, please go to our Facebook page, give us a like. If you're listening to this on iTunes, please give us a 5-star review. That really does help us out. It gets us higher up so more people can listen to the show. If you want to vote on the Abbeys, go to our Facebook page as well and vote there for whatever you need to vote for. You can choose to ignore some of them if you really want to.
They all kinda
if you want
suck.
to follow us, yeah. If you want to follow us on social media, Josie is on Twitter at Extra1Up. I am on Twitter at ZachBank. Chris is on Twitter at The Great Haaf. Josh barely uses his Twitter, but he is on Twitter at Johnny F. and Awesome. You can follow us on Instagram and any of those other platforms at The Average Guys Pro or Average Guys. I don't honestly know what is what on each of those. It should just be uniform, but it's not. Whatever. And then you can find us on patreon.com/AverageGuysPro, where you can become a patron, get early access to whatever you want, and as well as our trivia challenges as well.
Captain Stevens, before we go, tell us your Twitter.
Twitter's same. It's Dread Captain SC. Find me on Facebook at the Dread Captain Stevens. Also note that this Saturday, the 11th, down in Colorado Springs, there is CSW presents bar fights. You can find them on Facebook at CSW or Colorado Springs Wrestling. And 1 week from that, on November 18th, Primos is bringing you WrestleFest live from the Watering Bowl, featuring Paul Martin Cass.
Can you say the two names one more time?
Paul London and Marty the Moth, Martin Cassis.
It's gonna be a good weekend.
It's gonna be 2 good weekends.
That's true.